On Parade. 15 minutes of music in the modern manner, sweet and slow, light and bright. Produced for your entertainment by the Directorate of Public Relations of the Australian Army, featuring Laurie Wilson, the hammered organ, and backed by the On Parade Quintet. Well, here we are back again, all set to tell you about the Australian Army's CMF commando companies. But first, I think we'll hear from Laurie Wilson and the On Parade Quintet as they ask, what is this thing called, love? The Australian Army today has two commando companies, one in Melbourne and one in Sydney. Both of these are citizen military forces units. The administrative and instructional staff are all regular soldiers, but the bulk of the unit is made up of men from all walks of life. However, no matter how their occupations vary, they all have the one aim as commandos: to be physically tough and gain the coveted green beret, the badge of the fully qualified commando. More in a moment or two. For the members of Number 1 Commando Company, George's Heights, Sydney, here is Bob Storey with his clarinet and the Sicilian tarantella. I mentioned earlier the green beret. To gain this, each man must pass rigid tests in rope climbing, watermanship, parachuting, small arms, swimming, first aid, vehicle driving, and physical fitness, in addition to learning all the usual things every good soldier should know. Oh, yes, you say I could climb a rope and I can swim, or I could walk for miles, but could you, for instance, climb a 150-foot cliff in full kit, rifle and all? Could you carry a wounded man back down that same cliff? Could you paddle a canoe in open sea, march 6 miles in 72 minutes, jump by parachute from 800 feet into total darkness? All these things and more, these lads must do. Just to give you time to think it over, here is our drummer, Lennie Holmes, but this time he's here to sing, and it's If I Loved You.
If I loved you time and again, I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know how I'd love you if I loved you. If I loved you time and again, I would try to say all I want you to know. If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know how I'd love you if I loved you.
Naturally, these commandos have to be taught how to do all the things I've mentioned, but nevertheless, I think you'll agree that it needs nerve and perseverance. Training is graduated so that, for example, a man does not tackle a difficult 100-foot cliff until he's mastered rope handling on a small 20-foot drop, and the same applies with every phase of their tests. Most of the members of the units are in their early 20s, but there are many who were World War II commandos. Although inspiration and determination are certainly not lacking, the wartime commandos are quite a help to the young members. But we haven't time to tell you more about these tough part-time soldiers. The boys here in the studio are all set to play our final number for tonight's show. This is for 2 Company or 2 Commando Company, Sandringham, Melbourne, and it's Cherokee. Oh, just before we go, those green berets again. Once having won his beret, the commando must continue to pass the same tests regularly in order to prove that he is worthy to wear it and to keep himself in condition. It can be taken from him should he fail to do so. Next time you see a soldier wearing a green beret, just stop to think a moment. And now this is Jim Berinsen saying cheerio until the same time next week when this program, produced by the Directorate of Public Relations of the Australian Army and recorded by AWA, is again on parade.